rocpodcasts.com.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shoot to Thrill podcast on WBGT My 18 and rocpodcast.com. I am Vinnie Paulino. I am your host. Welcome to another fun edition of the show. Sitting alongside of me, as always, is my co-host, Mr. Kevin Reynolds. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Vinny.
Welcome back to the show. I feel like it's starting to come together a little bit better in the studio. For those of you watching at home, you could actually see that we are no longer talking to you just from in front of sheets. We are also talking to you from in front of sheets and vinyl hanging banners. So it's looking good.
Keeps getting better and better.
I'm telling you, man. One of these days, someone might even watch this show.
Possibly.
Actually, we have some emails that some of our viewers, I guess, sent in. So I'm very excited about that. We'll get to those in a minute. But let me finish. I wouldn't call them fans, Kev.
Ooh.
Also in the studio, ladies and gentlemen, Rochester's fanciest newsman, Mr. Marcus Cox.
Feeling fancy.
You're looking good tonight, Cox.
Oh, thank you.
I like the tie. I like the sweater.
Oh, I'm Mr. Rogers fancy tonight.
I'll tell you what, man. It brings out those baby blues of yours.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the camera. Give the ladies some signals with those eyes. Oh, there it is. That's why we call him the fancy newsman, ladies. Now, also, Kevin, in the studio with us is our two very special guests. One very special guest, and Alex Martell, one of my favorite people in the world. Hey, Alex.
How's it going there, Vinny?
Good, man. We're gonna do. We're gonna show everybody. Well, we're not to you yet. You are special. But Alex, we had a lot of fun with the other day. We went to Comics Etc. on Free Comic Books Day and ruined the end of Amazing Spider-Man 2 for people. We'll tell you more about that in a little bit. But also sitting next to him is the headliner of the very first Vinnie Paulino's late night traveling comedy review, Mr. Bryan Ball. Bryan Ball, welcome, buddy.
That's me.
Hey, buddy. I'll clap for you.
Thank you very much. Yay.
Is that
Welcome.
like a
Applause.
comedy Siskel and Ebert type of thing?
No. What it is, Marcus, is it's the very first, Rochester's very first televised stand-up comedy special.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We have 4 performers. Bryan Ball's our headliner. Austin LaFond, a very funny young man. How old is Austin? Was he 18? Finally hit 18. This kid's been doing... Don't make it
Thanks
creepy.
for making it weird, Marcus.
Well, he's been doing comedy since he was, 15 or 16?
I think 15. Yeah, 15, I think.
The kid works hard, goes to open mics. He's very funny. Kevin Ricotta, just a beloved Rochester comic, one of the funniest. And Zach Swan, an up-and-comer that we really like. We have him at Joke Factory emceeing some weekends. And yours truly will be your host. This event will be May 10th, this upcoming Saturday night at the Loving Cup Bistro at Part1. If you want to get some more information, you could find us on Facebook. Just look for the Shoot to Thrill podcast, and we'll have this the link up to where you can go to see that. And it's a free show, so please come out.
8 o'clock, free show.
8 p.m., baby. Come out and watch it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I teased a second ago that we got some emails, and it's been a very long time since this show has had emails because we really don't usually advertise that we have an email address. But if you would like to send some more, I'm sure we'll read them because we're very bad at gathering material.
These aren't just like how to make your man parts bigger emails. They're like real.
Well, we had 3.
People.
One of them was about Cialis, and then we have these 2 I'm going to read. But if you want to email the show, you could just send an email to shoottothrillpodcast@gmail.com. Very easy. The first one comes from Tim S. in Greece. Dear Shoot to Thrill, a local podcast on TV is a very cool idea. I just wish they had picked a funny one.
Ooh.
Thanks, Tim. Thanks, Tim. I said they're not fans.
That's not nice, nor creative.
Just kind of mean.
I do agree, though. It would have been nice if they picked a funny one.
We all agree with that. I mean, there's no argument, but it doesn't got to be voiced.
I'll tell you what. Here's the other email. This is slightly nicer. Slightly nicer. Here we go. Dear Vinnie and Company. That goes to Kevin, Marcus, and I guess you two tonight. I have listened to the podcast for a while now, and I watched the first episode of the show online. All I can say is, step it up, fatso. JK, love the show. You guys will figure it out. Jason P. in Rochester. Thanks, Jay.
I don't think that was nicer.
It was slightly nicer.
It was just because he said JK?
Yeah.
That's almost an endearing term.
He at least thinks that we could get better, where the first one just gave up on us, basically.
Yeah. Tim S., if you're out there, kiss my ass.
He's not. He specifically said he's not.
What is my recourse in this situation? I don't even know. Should I email him back?
I think that's your only.
Should we just start sending angry emails to fans?
A sternly worded letter.
Dear sir.
Just attach all the episodes.
Cyberbullying is real.
Have you banned from the bowling alley?
So I'll tell you what, that was very nice. If you want to send an email, shoottothrowpodcast@gmail.com. Thanks, guys. You're very kind. And if you want to say something nice, we'll probably read that too. But whatever you send, we'll read it because, we'll just take it. Whatever you got to say, we don't care. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I sleep fine.
We're masochist.
Kind of, sort of. We thrive on negative attention. We're those kids. Like, watch this. Marcus, how are things going with your girlfriend right now?
Poorly, Ben. Yes.
I'm just wondering, like, you thrive on negative attention. Am I correct?
Little bit.
Little bit. You were just telling me before the show, and this is one of the fun things. This is the first time we've ever gotten into Marcus's relationship during the television section of the show. But Marcus, you've been dating your girlfriend Trixie for how long now?
A year and 9 months.
Minus all the breaks over gift-giving holidays.
Yes. Got to take those off. I've saved a lot of dollars.
He really has. Valentine's Day, he'll dump her a couple weeks before. Her birthday, he'll dump her a couple weeks before. Christmas.
Even the minor ones, like St. Patrick's Day, President's Day, really, you just...
Arbor Day.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not planting a tree for you.
Trees are expensive.
Yeah.
Those trees get pricey after a while.
Well, here's what he's telling me now. There's another holiday coming up very soon, and Marcus has found a way to screw the pooch again. What holiday's coming up soon, Marcus?
Memorial Day.
I see. And what do you have planned for you and the lovely Trixie?
Well, in honor of our fallen soldiers, I am going to a wedding stag. So...
You're not even taking her with you.
Nope.
Where is the wedding?
Connecticut.
So she could have gone with you.
Yeah, I got a +1, and then I was mad and RSVP'd solo. So...
That's pretty low of you, man.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But this is like a slow burn. She's learning her lesson. I'm not really sure what that lesson is, but don't date me.
Did you hear that, ladies at home?
That you're a moron. That's the lesson that she's learned.
I don't know. Like, it's not... Like, I go on trips by... She goes on trips by herself. I go on trips by myself just because a wedding happens to be the destination.
But
like, what makes that different?
A wedding is a two-person event.
You know why guys like you go to weddings, Marcus Cox?
Why?
When they're single, you know why they go? To pick up women. Is that why you're going to this wedding, to go try to pick up girls?
No, not at all.
Marcus, he probably just likes cake. Let's be real.
No,
Oh,
I
yeah.
just like cake. Marcus, I don't know if I would trust you. Like, if I'm her, I want to kill you right now.
Oh, I mean, I'm just excited to see some college friends and hang out. It's not going to be one of those things. I don't know. I've never had that, like, experience where you go to the, wedding and meet the attractive single bridesmaid who's excited by your ginger red locks.
But you've watched Adam Sandler movies. You know what happens, right?
No,
Like, that's...
like girls lose their memory and you have to earn their love every day. I saw that one.
Totally different movie.
Which one are you talking?
I think he's referring to the wedding singer.
Oh,
The one about weddings.
The one about exactly the thing we were just talking about.
Yeah, that's the
a
one.
mentally handicapped.
It's the one where he hurts his shoulder. It can hit a golf ball a long way, right? Is that what we're talking about here? That's where he learned his move.
I wish that was really Marcus's voice.
It is his voice, though. It's like it's an exaggerated version of his voice.
Accent, though.
Which movie?
Not. He's in charge of informing you of the news, ladies and gentlemen. That's him. So I have to tell you, Marcus, I disapprove of your decision.
So, but it is different, a wedding versus just going on a trip by yourself?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay.
She wants to meet your friends. She wants to hang out with your friends. I think you should be better to your lady.
She wants to be shown off.
Oh, man.
I don't know why in God's name she thinks he's going to show her off.
That's less wedding cake for me, though.
Standing next to
No,
Marcus
they
is
had
like...
plenty of cake, I'm sure. It's never been an issue at a wedding ever where they were like, out of cake. Everybody's
mine.
got to go.
It was mine.
Riots ensue.
Standing next to Marcus is actually a way of showing her down, frankly. Like, it's not... It doesn't really...
She wants you to show people that you're proud of her while she's there.
It's an important thing in a relationship, man. You got to make sure that she feels like she's wanted and that you're happy to be with her.
I've gone to her friends' weddings and shown her off a bunch. Why does she have to go?
She's showing you off at her friend's wedding.
See, now that's just insane.
Well, I'm not saying...
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. We're going to be back after you get to watch a little fun we had. We sent Alex Martell over to Comics Etc. on Free Comic Book Day to talk to the good patrons there and basically make them feel uncomfortable. You had a good time, right?
I made a lot of people feel uncomfortable, so it was a good day for me.
I really feel like you did.
I feel uncomfortable right now.
Well, folks, enjoy watching this.
Even more so.
We'll comment on it when we get back. Stay tuned for some more Shoot to Thrill podcast.
Hey, I'm here with, what's your name?
Vernon.
How's it going, Vernon?
I'm doing all right, man.
Cool. So, Vernon, who's your favorite superhero?
That's a tough one. I got a lot, but I had to say Wolverine.
Not Luke Cage?
Oh, Luke Cage is a dude, though.
I thought so. So, what's the nerdiest thing that you think that you do, Johnny?
The nerdiest thing I probably do is I might squeal and giggle a lot when I see something I get excited about. Like a couple like action figures I see, I'm just like, ooh.
You're into action figures?
Yeah, collectible action figure guys. Just starting out with the collections right now.
Cool. And how much easier is it to get off when action figures are watching you?
About 30% easier.
30%. All right, cool. One last question. Have you seen The Amazing Spider-Man 2 yet?
Have not. I'm going to go see it next weekend.
Are you upset that they killed Gwen Stacy?
She deserves it.
So, what got you into comics?
When I was younger, maybe like 5 or 6, we went to a garage sale, and my parents, we just bought like a huge box of like old comics, and then I just started reading them when I was younger, and I just thought it was really cool, so that's probably the first thing that got me into them.
What was like the thing that was cool about them that you latched onto?
Well, they had like Sonic comics in that box, and I really liked Sonic at the time, so that
Yeah, you look like a guy that might like Sonic every now and again.
yeah, I love Sonic.
What's your favorite item on the menu?
On what? Oh, the restaurant? I don't know. I've never been to Sonic. I was referring to the comic book character.
Oh.
Not that kind of show.
Alex Martell here. We found a girl. What's your name?
Kitty.
Kitty. Okay. What is it really?
My real name's Shannon.
Okay, nice to meet you, Shannon.
Hi, nice to meet you too.
Oh boy. So what are you doing here? You're female.
Well, I got lost, and there was a big line of people, and I was hoping that there were snacks, so I came in.
That is how I get all of my women.
Row. No, but in actuality, I've been coming to Free Comic Book Day here at Comics Etc. in Rochester, New York for about 6 years. It was a way that my parents made my siblings and I hang out. And then it turned out to be really, really fun. So I've been coming for like 6 years.
That's really cool. Family is really important to me too.
Yeah? What else is important to you?
Long walks on the beach. Spider-Man.
That's cool. I like Spider-Man.
Is my breath okay?
There's a little residual.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's okay. I have an Altoid. No, I don't. Sorry. All right, next question.
You got me all excited. What did you pick up today?
You.
I actually might get late tonight?
Hey, dreams can come true. Thank you.
Alex Martell here with Lex Luthor if he was poor.
I don't think of myself as Lex Luthor, more Mogo, the living planet.
Yeah, that sounds accurate to me. So, have you seen The Amazing Spider-Man 2 yet?
No, I have not.
Are you mad that they killed Gwen Stacy at the end of the movie? Spoilers.
Spoilers, man. Spoilers.
Is my breath okay?
Sure. I'm not falling over.
Cool. All right. So, what got you into comic books?
Well, I was really into the cartoons, Ninja Turtles. We got my Shellboy on today, X-Men, any of that. And once it was all over, once that era of like awesome like after-school cartoons got over, I wanted more. So that's how I got into it. Started with the old '84 Ninja Turtles comic series, found Hellboy, BPRD, all of that.
Who is your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Raphael.
Really?
Could you guess?
Yeah, I had a feeling. What are your thoughts on Shredder?
My thoughts on Shredder?
Like, where do you think that nickname came from?
Well, I know where that nickname came from. You're going to make me draw out my inner nerd real bad. Eastman and Laird used to write the first few issues in their kitchen. And, yeah, so there was a cheese grater in the kitchen, and one of them pulls out, probably Eastman, pulls out the cheese grater and says, what if we make a villain out of this? And they thought that was a great idea.
I always thought it was just an anal sex thing.
Oh, okay.
So have you seen The Amazing Spider-Man 2 yet?
Not yet.
No? Are you mad that they killed off Gwen Stacy at the end?
No.
She deserved to die. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem.
So I'm here with Andy Battaglia, owner of Comics Etc., here for Come Take Our Stuff Day. How's that going for you?
They're taking our stuff, believe it. They're really taking it. They're taking it up every which way they can find it. They're really taking it. They're taking it up every which way they can find it. They're really taking it. They're taking it up every which way they can find it.
So, what got you into comics, may I ask?
I just started picking random ones up and reading them, and I liked all of the different personalities of everybody and how they kind of tied into their powers or what they did.
So you like people's personalities, and you chose to start reading comic books.
Yeah.
Do you see why that's stupid, right?
Oh, hello there. Fancy newsman Marcus Cox here. When I'm not busy bringing joy and information to literally dozens of people, I enjoy creating fine works of art. Every artist needs a muse, and mine is the New York State of Mind collection from Hometown Brew. Each bottle of Hometown Brew is handcrafted and distilled by a real chef, locally, right here in Rochester. So while I'm creating masterpieces, I can enjoy a masterpiece right here in my glass. A Rochester original. Hometown Brew is available at these fine retailers. Remember, Rochester, always drink responsibly and never ever drink and drive. For more information, visit hometownbrewdistillery.com.
All right, we're back. Sorry if you haven't seen The Amazing Spider-Man 2 and you just watched that. Spoilers are bad. That was a lot of fun, wasn't it, Alex?
I had a great time.
I don't know if the girls you talked to had very much fun.
Well, they never do.
I like that you're wearing the same shirt that you wore in the video for congruency. You know, you didn't want us to get confused. Maybe it's a different person.
Yeah, it was a continuity choice and not me sleeping in it.
Okay.
And not the fact that he owns 2 shirts.
That is your least homeless person looking shirt.
It's this and a t-shirt that says keep on keeping on.
Sometimes you wear that one on the outside.
I'm actually wearing it underneath right now.
It's my T-shirt.
It's my t-shirt.
I have to say, Alex, that one girl, that redhead girl, kind of liked you a little bit, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Even though you asked for a number and she told you no. I don't know. I felt like there was a little chemistry there. I think you were both kind of nutty.
She was being coy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they always say no the first time. Shannon, are you out there?
I love you.
The number is 867.
No, stop it.
My blood type is A negative.
We're a perfect match. You know, though, comic books movies are great. My wife and I went to go see that movie, and the part that we spoiled, the Gwen Stacy dying, if you know anything about comic books, the reason they cast Gwen Stacy, the character in the movies, was to kill her at some point. It's the only reason you put that character in a movie. Am I wrong? Alex, you're a comic book fan.
Yeah, no, unless you're Sam Raimi and you shoehorn her in there just to be a jackass.
Just because.
Is she like the Kenny of Spider-Man comics?
Well,
like she's only there to die.
She kind of.
In every story arc of Spider-Man, Gwen Stacy dies.
Here's the difference, though. Gwen Stacy only dies once.
No.
So was Kirsten Dunst, was that this character?
No, it was. This was that Emma Stone girl, right?
Yeah, no, Kirsten Dunst played the one that you want to die. Like, you want to...
Yeah, like, we liked this one. This one was kind of, she was kind of nice. She was smart. She added things. And then, they just killed her.
But was, in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, was there a Gwen Stacy character? Or
in the third one, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I never saw that.
But ironically, if you go back and you look at comic book continuity in history, you would know that Gwen Stacy and Mary Jane in those Sam Raimi movies really are just kind of switched because Mary Jane was the supermodel and like Gwen Stacy is the one who grew up with him. So it's just kind of backwards.
How are you married?
I know, right? But my wife and I went to see this movie, and when Gwen Stacy died, my wife has literally not been okay since. Like, I think it really startled her and jarred her.
Yeah, us redheads have to keep together.
Well, she's like crying when we left the theater. Like, she was really like upset.
Really?
Really. I've never seen a reaction like that out of her from a movie. Maybe that Notebook. Maybe she cried at the Notebook.
But you
That
said it was
Notebook.
terrible.
I didn't like it at all, but she just was like, they killed Emma Stone. Why did they kill her? That was and like you knew she was gonna die. I'm sorry to ruin a movie for you folks if you're watching this, but like her opening speech of the movie is how precious life is.
Oh,
Life
yeah,
is
that's
so.
not a good sign.
Life is the most wonderful gift.
That's
We
not a
should
good
enjoy every second of it we have. Yeah, nothing bad's gonna happen to her at the end of this.
But we'll always have her rap battle with Jimmy Fallon.
That was Natalie Portman, wasn't it?
No, she just did like a lip sync battle with Jimmy Fallon, and it was actually really funny.
Yeah, she's a good-looking girl.
And she was really funny. She did very dirty rap songs, and it was cool.
She seems like she's a pretty like good-spirited chick.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what
I
I
knew
did.
nothing about her until I saw that, but I thought, oh, she's all right.
I think Alex and I can both agree that kid who played Spider-Man did a great job.
Yeah, no, Andrew Garfield, I think. I'm really excited about future movies. While this one wasn't the best or whatever, they set a lot of stuff up for the future that's going to be real cool.
It was very cool, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be able to see Spider-Man actually like sling through your city. It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, it is cool. It was here in Rochester. And
Did they? Was there anything in it where you could see like, oh, maybe that?
Oh, you could tell Main Street and East Ave. In fact, what's that courthouse that's on East Avenue?
The courthouse?
Yeah, the courthouse on East Avenue with the flags in front of it. There was a part of the movie where I think they morphed that into the Oscorp building.
Oh, really?
I don't know if anybody noticed it, but like you saw, like it was that big scene at the beginning. They're all fighting. It was the one they filmed in Rochester where they have the gunfight in the street, and they show that building. Then all of a sudden, they just follow that building up all the way till it's Oscorp, and I'm like, that's not right. Wait a
like
second.
Jamie Foxx walks
cool.
into it.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx is like being all nerdy and be like, no one likes me.
So they're doing more Spider-Man in this?
Here's what they did, Marcus. I'm sorry for all of you folks that haven't seen it yet. We're ruining it for you. They're going to make an Sinister Six movie and a Venom movie, which they really like. This guy, whoever the director, what's his name, Mark Webb.
Yep.
Ironic, cute. I get it, Webb. But either way, he shoehorned a lot of stuff into the end of this movie that probably didn't need to be there. And I could say the best review I read of it, some guy made a good point. He says, it took Mark Webb 2 movies to get where Sam Raimi went in 3. Because that's exactly how it felt, like just a cluster disaster at the end of it.
Didn't you and I, before you, like a couple weeks ago, before you went and saw this movie, I said I thought there were too many bad guys in this movie. I remember having that conversation with you. I said, I don't want to go see it because there's too many bad guys.
I don't think it's as bad
And you
as...
said, no, it'll be fine. And then you texted me, and afterwards, I texted you, actually, and I said, how was it? And you said it was terrible. And I said, told you so.
I don't think it's as bad as you
I love how he
think.
just gave me a text message conversation back to me.
Yeah,
I did.
Is he wrong?
I can pull it up. I have it on my...
Is he wrong, Vinny? Is he
I don't
wrong?
know. I don't know. I don't know, Kevin. All I know is that it really doesn't matter. It was not a bad movie. I feel like I thought it was kind of terrible, but it had its moments. There were good things to it. Like Gwen Stacy dying at the end.
My favorite part of any story.
When I saw her
Is when
wearing
Gwen
that
Stacy
yellow and
dies,
green...
when the woman dies.
When you see her wearing that yellow and green coat, I was like, oh no, I know what's going to happen.
Yeah, that green yellow coat and that short skirt, yeah.
That's, that. I recognize
Your
that
death
outfit. You're going to be falling later.
What was Comic Book Day? Is that a thing people do?
Well, here's what it is. It's every year they make comic book store owners across the country buy a bunch of books that aren't in any type of continuity to anything that they make them give out for free in their stores to attract customers.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Not for the owners.
So is it like what sort of, did you see a lot of like client book head clientele, or was it?
Place was packed. They had a line outside and down the street, kind of. They're over there by the Hungerford. and there were people like their building is separate from the Hungerford building on the corner of East Main and Goodman.
Yeah.
It's separate from the Hungerford building, but people were lined up all the way into the parking lot for the Hungerford building, like to get in. So it was actually a pretty well attended event.
So what are the comics they give away? Like so it's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles meets Sailor Moon and mash up and we're gonna give this away.
It's just ridiculous stuff.
Okay, it's out of the regular arc that they have going on. Basically.
Exactly.
All right.
And they might have something that starts a new arc, or they'll put something together. But if you notice, like the specialty shops, record stores have Record Store Day in April. Comic book stores have Free Comic Book Day in May. It's just kind of an interesting thing that these niche markets are doing, trying to bring people in different ways. You know.
Do you guys remember Gen 13? Am I the only person who loved that comic?
I remember.
It's like an old Dark Horse comic. It was awesome. And that was totally. I'm sorry, that was worthless. But
Pretty
if they
much.
were giving away some Gen 13,
You can see
comics,
Brian
I
this Saturday night at the
I'm
Loving
talking
Cup.
about Gen 13
He's going to bring his old issues of Gen 13 with him and regale you with tales of old text
Oh,
messages.
they're all stuck together. Text messages.
He's a hell of a comedian, ladies and gentlemen. This guy.
I have some impressive people on my text message list. So.
Yeah. Do you remember the time when I embarrassed you to Penn Jillette?
And no, Penn Jillette kicked you in the nuts and said, "Yeah, I do know this guy."
There wasn't a kick in the nuts. It wasn't a kick in the nuts
I did
club.
not know Penn Jillette, and I was like, "Yeah, I know him. He's a friend of mine." And Vinnie tried to be all funny on Twitter, be like, "Oh, he says he knows you," and he's like, "Yeah, I do."
That's not exactly what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
Incorrect. I saw that Penn Jillette was tweeting, and I wrote, "Hey, Penn Jillette, do you know who @Brian J. Ball is?"
He didn't know me by.
He responded, "No."
And then I replied, "Bike stuff," and he was like, "Oh yeah, I know him."
I hate it when Grandma and Grandpa
You
fight.
totally got kicked in the dick.
It wasn't. It was not a dick, and you can't say that on the television. Stupid.
I've been in his home.
Really?
Yes.
It's
really weird.
Too bad he didn't make you disappear. It would have been great.
When you walk in, there's a big giant TV screen that just shows random images, and
adult-natured.
A lot of them are of lady bits. Yes.
Just lady images.
It's a bit weird. It's a bit odd. Extreme close-ups of lady bits, and it was very odd. But he was not there. He invited us over to come to his house, and then he wasn't there.
I feel like this is like a
kinda
reverse Flowers for Algernon situation.
It kind of is. It kind of is.
If he wasn't there, how did you get inside?
Exactly. Penn doesn't know. Penn doesn't know. He goes, "Oh, the bicycle guy who broke into my house." That was the Twitter response.
No, his guy let us in, and because he has a guy.
He's not here, but enjoy this big TV screen.
And we're like walking around, and we're like, "Oh,
what did this guy put on my TV?" Tell her.
And like we're milling around for like 20 minutes, then we're like, "Well, where's Penn?" We're like, "Oh, he's not here. He just wanted you to see his house."
That's weird.
Did you get a tour?
Okay. Oh yeah. But it was odd.
Is the TV the weirdest thing?
Did he have Teller in
no,
a cage?
No, the TV was definitely the weirdest thing. Teller was
not in a cage somewhere?
No.
Just not talking?
He was just like, "Psst, guys, let me out of here." He was finally talking.
There was a voice echoing through the air conditioning ducts that might have been Teller, but I never heard his voice, so I don't know.
Screams or
no,
or
just kind of like, "Hey guys,
this way."
Those pictures are of me on the TV.
I have lady bits.
I'm in one of the rooms. Find me.
I feel like this is Inception. This is all a dream.
Within a dream?
Then literally the building started shifting and spinning in circles. And I was fighting an Asian on the ceiling.
And for the record, I've never spoken to Penn since that happened. So thank you for destroying my relationship with Penn Jillette.
You're very welcome. I'm glad to do something for you.
You have to find another celebrity's house to break into.
I'm gunning for Channing Tatum. That's who I'm after, I think.
You'll never get past security. You're definitely not cool enough to break into Channing Tatum's house. Penn Jillette's maybe. Channing Tatum's never.
ROCpodcasts.com.